Hey, hey, hey.
Hey, hey, hey.
I'm in a good mood. I started off singing and I dropped my tablet, but it's all good.
Oh,
Whoa.
she been singing for 2 weeks straight.
Whoa.
I just want to live.
Oh my God.
It must be it must be our
It has
Valentine's
to
Day.
be.
Love is in the air. Anyway,
Coco, we want the people to stay.
I'm sorry. Hey, y'all. Happy Thursday, everybody. Welcome back to Root Access Live. We are your hosts. I am your girl, Coco. I got my bros with me, as always, Mr. Root and Jenks. Appreciate y'all pulling up on us tonight. Go ahead and start hitting that share button, though. And please like and subscribe to all of our platforms at Root Access Live. Tonight, we got a good show for y'all tonight. All about love, all things love. Y'all know we love company. So tonight, again, it's all about love. We're going to chop it up with an amazing couple who's going to share and spread some love and shed some light on us tonight. Get y'all questions together. We're going to be able to ask questions. We're going to chop it up. We're going to have us a good time tonight. Love is in the air. I'm excited. Oh, my God. I guess y'all can tell.
I'm super excited, man. Tonight we've got awesome guests. And I mean, for me, it's like when you think of like super couples, power couples, couples who have graced us with it's a privilege to be able to speak to these couples tonight. Like when you think about it, like we're going to be in the presence of greatness tonight. So let's not take this for granted. This is going to be an amazing,
big deal.
Amazing show.
Big deal. Should we tell? Well, they already can see. We got y'all. When they get on, we need y'all to help us welcome Bishop Searight and Pastor Searight. These are some amazing folks. I had the opportunity to meet them one time, and I felt like I'd known them for years, guys.
Coco, you met them like literally right before the pandemic, like
no, literally, and I can't wait to talk about it. Like it was like 5 minutes before the pandemic. No lie. No lie. Yeah, so tonight, y'all, they're gonna bless us tonight. I feel it, y'all. I really do feel it. I'm excited.
We're excited. Bishop George and Pastor Mary Searight will be in the building. Root Access Live tonight. It is going down. It's appropriate. It's our Valentine's Day edition.
Hey, Root, it's not will be in the building. It's are in the building.
Already. Okay. So, I got to do my introduction. They are the pastors of Abundant Life Worship Church in New Brunswick, New Jersey. All right. They are the proud parents of Erica and George Jr., also known as LG. They are the grandparents of a slew of grandkids, Georgia III, Joshua, Ava, and Gianna. And they are marriage goals, okay? 45 years and counting. I count it a privilege to call them mom and pop. Bishop George and Mary Searight is in the building. Welcome to Root Access Live.
Hey, Root Access Live. Please help us welcome them. Please send some hearts. Throw some hearts in the comments.
I don't got enough hearts going on. I don't have enough comments.
Yeah, we need to see the heart.
Y'all realize who we're talking to tonight? Let's get it. Come on.
Right.
This is great. Wow. So they don't have a lot of time because again, they are in ministry full time. And they have church tonight. So we're gonna get in and out of the way. Welcome, mom and pop. I love y'all. Thank you for agreeing to do this.
Love you too. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you.
Yeah, this is amazing.
Yeah. So it is the love season, right? It's Valentine's Day season. And you two, seriously, y'all make marriage look so easy.
Oh my God.
Like every time I posted something, everybody's like, "Oh, goals, marriage goals." Like I want to be like them when I grow up. What is the secret? And I know that sounds cliche, but what is the secret of having such a successful marriage?
Wow, secret.
Look at them. Oh my God. Did y'all just see how they even look at them?
Well, I think we both have our little pieces of this magnificent pie that we have, and she has her feelings. I have mine concerning how we make this thing work for us. There's some things that I kind of set in my mind and in my heart, and I said it 45 years ago. I didn't know it that I said it there by writing it out, but just by doing. I think one of the secrets of our success in marriage is we don't just say it, we do it.
Action.
We show a whole lot of actions in our relationship.
And I just want to add, it's just a level of commitment.
Yeah.
You have to be willing to be committed.
Yeah.
You have to be in it to win it.
Yeah.
I mean, you
That's
really,
right.
really have to have that mindset.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, we got married very young.
Young.
Yeah, I was only 5. And, you know,
Y'all were real young.
Real young.
No.
Too young.
I was 18.
And I was 20
He was 20. We
Yeah.
dated.
Wow.
We dated
for 4 years.
Yeah, we met at church.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
He was directing the choir. He was doing this, but I wasn't interested in him. I was serving Jesus.
She wasn't in her
Hallelujah.
right mind at that time. She wasn't in
right.
her right mind.
And then all of a sudden he looked at me and said, "Oh, well, she might be the one." And then I tried to play hard to get, young
Yeah, they try to play that.
and all that. But anyway, anywho, we met in church and we did a lot of things. We had the same values, the same morals, same beliefs, and I think those are very important, especially when you get married young.
Yeah.
He was the only guy I've ever been with in my entire life.
Wow.
And so
I don't have that testimony, but praise God.
okay.
Yeah, no,
I
But
cannot.
I don't have to compare him to anyone else.
Now that's
right.
I guess a plus for me because I dated some other ladies in the church, but never had any sex with them. Thanks you God.
Thanks,
You know what I'm saying? So I had nothing to compare when we were united together in the holy matrimony and the exciting moment we had that night, and now continuing on during our lives.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
I think that was one of the things that helped to strengthen what we have
Mhm.
and to keep us in the right place of understanding who we are and what we have.
And I also think it has a lot to do when you're young, you're more flexible.
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
you've been,
Yeah.
single, very independent for a long time.
Yeah.
I'm not against it because I know people get married later on in life,
Yeah.
but I'm just telling our story,
This is
okay?
our
Right.
story.
And
Yeah.
what happened for us, and thankfully being married so young that we ended up staying on the same page,
Yeah.
that we grew together and not apart, because that is what can happen
Yeah.
when you get married young, because a lot of times you don't know who you are yourself, your own identity and things of that nature. So us being together.
There's some things that I did not know to put it in writing, how to make this marriage what it is. But I think I just did certain things. Like I understood that next to right below God, it was her. She was the most important person in my life, right underneath God. It was God, and then it was Mary. And I tell the story every now and then. Even when the kids came on the scene, there were times when she wanted to, spend a lot of time with the kids, and I told her several times. I said, "Baby, you know what? Before the kids got here, it was you and I. And now that we have an empty nest now and the kids are going, see, it works. It's still you and I."
That's
So
right.
I made sure that, this other little part of the story is we were on a family vacation and the plane dropped down. We thought we was all leaving here. And I reached over and grabbed her hand. She grabbed my hand. She told me she loved me and stuff, me, Lord. Because I told her now, if the deal goes down where we get in trouble and I had to choose between saving her or saving the kids, my prayer was, Lord, make sure my kids are saved and loving Jesus, and because they're gonna have to go see Jesus. If I had to use all my strength to save my wife, and that's just, that's something that we got.
Right.
He saved me, I'm gonna save my babies, okay?
That's right. That's right. The motherly
That's
instinct.
the mother right there. That's the
Right.
So look,
But I just said that because that's how I value her.
yeah.
And as we on this journey for 45 years
and counting.
and counting, I discovered that it wasn't my job to try to change her, to try to rearrange things in her. I had to accept who she was and look forward to the nurturing and the strengthening part that I play in this marriage. And I think that's another thing that kind of got us to where we are right now.
And also in the course of these years, there has been evolution. We have evolved.
Yeah.
I'm not the same person I was when I was 25 or 45 or 55.
You're not over 55. Stop it.
Okay. But you gotta get the numbers. You gotta get the numbers right. You can't be saying you.
Go ahead, Bishop.
I'm 65, Lord Jesus, and I used to not want to say that, but I thank God for the years.
Yeah.
And we made our years to be joyous, to be happy. You know, that was a focus for us. We didn't write it. We didn't share it a lot, but that was something that I think we had embedded in us. It was inbred in us that we were going to make sure that we're going to just enjoy this life that we have with each other.
And so that does not mean that we didn't have disagreements. That doesn't mean that we've had moments of trying to manage through things and working through our finances and trying to get our communication together and making sure that our intimacy was always there, so we wouldn't have to go outside of our marriage.
Absolutely.
So it requires
Hallelujah. That was important.
A lot of work.
Thank you, Jesus.
And sometimes it was overtime, but it was worth it. I know I keep saying it, but that is what you have to begin to see, how valuable your marriages and your relationships. We're not perfect. We're imperfect people, but we serve a perfect God. And I believe in our relationship individually with God.
That's the 3 chord.
Yes, that has been something that has really helped us, because there has been times that in my flesh, I was angry. I was upset. I wanted to have the silent treatment. I didn't want to talk to him.
Y'all can't believe that, right? You can't believe that.
I really can't. I really can't.
Y'all ain't never seen that. Coco, y'all ain't never seen that.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
But in marriage, it strikes different chords.
And it didn't happen a lot of times.
No, it wasn't a lot.
Thank God.
We've had those moments. And I think being transparent.
Yeah.
Because when people see your glory, but there is definitely a story.
Yes,
man. And so we want to be honest and say that, we've had those moments, but I say that to say, but the Holy Ghost, my God.
Watch it. We got to have church a little bit.
It will convict you. It will tell you, your stuff stink. It ain't it's not him. It's you. You have to begin to allow God to work on you, because it's so easy for me to find and see his fault.
And that works both ways. That works both ways. That's the I think the magnificence of our relationship, because it works both ways. There are times when she needed to hear the Spirit of the Lord speak to her, and at times I needed to hear the Spirit of the Lord speak to me, because I didn't always understand some of her emotions.
Right.
But sometimes I had to go to God. God, you made this child.
That's right.
And I thank you so much for giving her to me. But I don't understand some of the things. So help me.
Because women, we be on menopause and hot flashes and all kind of stuff be happening with us.
Yeah.
And, so we're shifting and we're changing.
Yeah.
But being willing, that's the whole thing. Being willing and being intentional.
Yeah.
We're always trying to be intentional in our relationship and our marriage.
And all that we do pretty much.
And my husband is, he can be very, I don't want to say sporadic, but it would be intentional. Like he will always, when the kids were young,
watching.
No.
He's like, where's this going?
It's a good thing.
He said, my members are watching, y'all. Calm down.
But I say that to say, like, he would be like, I got a babysitter already tonight. We going out. And I'd be like, wait a minute, because I'm, women, we got to think everything through. And, but my husband's like, no, we and so then we was intentional, start having date nights, just doing things, because you can get stuck in the routines of raising family. Excuse me. I'm just doing different things, but we had to make sure that we keep the fun in the relationship, going out and just, and we didn't have a lot of money, but we just had some fun together.
And you said we didn't have a lot of money, but I knew that Mary was my greatest investment.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, she was my greatest.
Oh my, I'm getting ready to cry.
This is not bad.
Wow.
I didn't know he was going to say this, but I love it.
She's my greatest investment.
Man of God.
See me? Stop it.
Oh my God, I love them so much.
Y'all gotta see these comments. Like,
This is great.
you don't even understand.
Wait,
Go ahead.
Let's ask a couple questions, because I know that you guys have a hard cutoff. So I have been pastoring for 3 years. And so my wife is on the show tonight as well.
Nice.
So if you can help us balance the two. It is difficult being a senior pastor, having family, trying to balance. What can you give us as it relates to how we balance?
Wow. The thing, things that it's not that question has come up several times for us. And here's George Searights. This is my answer to that, or my thoughts in regards to that. I used to try to balance it. And sometimes when you balance it, the work that you have to put in to balance it can always cause it not to be balanced. I don't know if that makes sense or not.
It does.
It makes sense.
It definitely does.
But so what I've decided to do was, because sometimes when you're trying to balance it, you try to give numbers, you try to count. Did I do this enough to now? Okay, so now I got to do this over here enough. Then I got to do this over here enough to keep working at it. So I've decided not to work so hard at balancing ministry, marriage, family. I just tried to pay attention to the moments that I am afforded to demonstrate how much I love her, how much I love the kids, and how much I love the church.
Because
So I don't try to balance it. I try to approach it from seizing the moments to make the best of the moments so that this thing flows.
Yeah,
Go ahead,
I like that. And I think it's important that we understand the order. Like, we both love God.
Yeah.
And what we know that our marriage is number one. Like, if anything go down, if something happened at the church, listen, that ain't gonna mess up our marriage.
Yeah.
Right.
For whatever reason, we have made a commitment and a covenant to each other that our marriage supersedes the ministry.
Yeah.
Because there would not be a ministry if we wasn't together.
Yeah.
I mean, no, let me just put a pause. God will get the glory.
Yeah,
I understand. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
But because he has assigned us to this particular place, that's important for us.
And we want, and even for the people to understand how much we value each other.
Yeah, that's important.
I support my husband. You know, before the pandemic, we used to have 2 services on Sunday. And I would sit and listen to both services. He, preach the same message because we want, both audience to get it. Sure. And I would sit there like I never heard it. You better preach. Yes. Hallelujah.
That's right.
Break it in. I'll be texting them stuff, dropping stuff, because we are a team. Yeah. And we work together.
So you just got to pay attention, Pastor. You got to really pay attention to the moments that you are afforded to be intentional.
Yes.
So that you don't have to work so hard and try to balance it. But I support it. Because if you try to balance it, you try to grab a hold of it, but it's already there. It's already in your hand. You just have to seize the opportunities, the moments to manage it and to support it. And I just think that's my concept. That's my better way of just keeping everything where it's supposed to be. And at the same time, everything is growing. Because I have figured out how to manage and how to grow all the pieces that I'm responsible for. I hope that helps.
Yeah, and I just want to add, even just having our children in ministry with us, we let our children know that they matter to us, that it didn't matter who we were in the office with, that whenever they call, we would stop. And because PKs, they make a lot of sacrifices. And so we want them to know. We make sure we're intentional about having family vacations, spending time with them.
That's seizing the moment.
Even if somebody got upset and left the church, we're not bringing that drama to our house and getting caught up in all of that, because that's emotional and the kids feel hurt and they get disappointed.
You said something, babe. No, you hold it. But she said something that I want to just say this too. You got to know how to separate it as you manage it. Like I try not to bring the church stuff home and in my bedroom.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I try not to bring bedroom stuff to the church.
Right.
I mean, there's a level of intimacy that Mary and I always project. And because that's healthy for the married couples in our church, and it's healthy for those that want to be married. It's just healthy that we show some signs, but we don't let everything out the bag, because that's us. That's who we are, and some things we need to keep in our safe, and that's sacred.
And
so
I think
that's important.
Let me just add to that also is when you have.
Look at how Pastor Mary.
No, that's what I was about to say.
The whole
you gotta look at your man, mom. Look at your man.
But you know what? It's a term they say when you into somebody, when you really into
somebody.
And when I know who he really, I mean, you see him how he operates it, but we live together. And when something is authentic, again, we're not perfect, but it flows. I don't have to force, like, hold my hand. It just happens because you're doing it at home. It's becoming a part of your lifestyle. And so, as he said, just being intentional, taking out time for one another's son. I just want to say that to you. Make sure you let your wife know you love her, you value her, and the church will see it.
Yeah,
they will see it. And you, because you start flowing together. It's just that chemistry that start taking place, and allowing her to be authentically herself. It's gonna
after the show is over, I'm going to sit on the couch and I'm gonna look for my peripheral. She better be looking at me.
No, I'm telling you,
like you was just looking at Pop. I'm gonna just be like this, and I'm gonna look for my peripheral.
Listen, why not? Why
No,
not?
sometimes I wake up and I look and she's looking at me, and I'm just like, "What you looking at?" She's just like, "Nothing." So, like she be praying, she be doing something. So I get it every now and again.
And you just gotta let her do it. You just gotta
let her do it.
You gotta let her do it. Man, she sent me a text message with a picture of herself, and she just went down the list, and she did that this morning. She sent me, and she does it every now and then. She just sent me, "I love you. This is why I love you." And I'm just like, okay, this is good.
Man.
So now I try to then respond to that.
Yes.
By using my love language. Yes. And then we figured out our love languages, and because that's important too.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
We just
any other questions? Okay.
No, I'm gonna just say this really quick.
Okay.
Y'all got to come back and do a full hour.
I know.
Okay.
Please.
Yes.
No, this is too good. This is too good.
Honored.
The love that you guys are exuding right now just looks unconditional. It looks like you have a friendship. All the questions I had written down and that I wanted to ask, y'all already asked them. I am just ecstatic to be here, but what you guys are displaying right now,
bless you, baby,
is just looks so. I mean, I know that it's genuine because I met you guys before, and I'm just.
Thank God.
Wow, I am just wowed, and I am looking forward to, like Hassan said, to going out and looking at my boyfriend, like, because I'm not married yet, but I'm gonna go look at him.
You're on your way. Come on.
Yeah,
keep looking. Just practice the look.
From your mouth to God's ears. I am working on it,
baby girl. I want to say this to you: it is so important to be friends. Yeah,
she says it all the time.
Yeah, I love my husband. I love the friendship that we have.
Yeah,
that we can, laugh and just do things together.
She always says, "I don't just love my husband. I like my husband."
Oh, I like that.
Right.
I had to understand.
Wait. Time out, Bishop. Hold on, Bishop, because we're not gonna ignore the fact. Pastor Mary said, "Oh, I like him." This is what I'm talking.
Yeah,
come on,
and it's genuine.
It's very genuine.
Yeah. I mean, when she first started saying this years ago, because it's 45 years, but years ago she started saying it, and I'm like, wait a minute, babe, I want you to like me. I just need you to love me. But she had to show me every day what she meant by "I like you." Like, it's good for us to hang out together. It's good for us to be together. It's good for us when we're separated. We still figure out ways to be together. Thank God for technology and all other good stuff. We hardly go anywhere without each other.
And we're accountable to each other.
Yeah,
and, and I think that keeps us safe. Keep it safe in your relationship. Doesn't matter how long. It's just a matter of, hey, I'm going here, boom, 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 and just to shoot out a text and everything. Because if anything happened, at least I know this was, my last location where I told you I was going to be. I mean, not that I'm expecting anything, but I just want to, and I want to respect him as well.
And because she is my greatest investment. When she tells she has to go somewhere, I'll take you. I'll take you.
Wow.
What? I'll take you, especially at night. I don't want her out at night without me.
Right.
That's right.
I'm her protector. What?
So
are y'all taking notes on this?
Man, oh man.
No, wait, Bishop, go into that. Bishop, go into that, please.
Well, that's the, as God is to the church, Jesus Christ to the church, so is the husband to the wife. I'm her protector. I'm to guard her. And what I had to do was that I had to, complete that task in my head, in my mind, that I'm responsible for her. She's my greatest investment. I don't want anything to happen to her. I guess when it boils down to, I don't want anything to happen to her. So I have to protect her. I have to be there for her. And whatever I can do, see, this is the part of liking. This is the part of being her covering. This is the part of being the head of the household. And that is to be there as much as I possibly can. And I had to get it in my head, because what it meant for me is I had to then make some sacrifices that would take me beyond my my place of being comfortable.
Mhm.
Like if it was just a basketball game, I can always go back and watch it later. If she just wants me to take her to the mall, she wants me to take her to the drugstore, she wants me to take her to get some ice.
You are helping me.
You know, I just
Me
try
too,
to,
bro.
and the more I do it, the more she recognizes.
And I feel safe.
There you go.
I feel safe.
Thank you. We didn't rehearse
Wow.
this, but you know, and that's important for her. That's important for Mary. What's important for Mary is that she feels safe and secure. And so, because I know that, I do what I got to do to reinforce that and to make sure that continues along the way.
I mean, because I'm from the inner city. Okay, I'm from Brick City, and
Brick
so my
City.
Brick City.
Yeah.
Well, I'm down. I ain't too far. I'm down here in Trenton.
Come on, all right.
You from the
yeah.
capital city.
Jersey girl,
Come on.
Jersey girl.
That's right.
And so, but I had to even just allow him, to
Now-
just take care of me.
See,
So,
that's the other part.
A part of me,
That's the
I
other
mean,
part.
I got married young, but
Yeah.
a part of me like, I got this, I can do this.
Yeah.
I mean, not that I was out here like, no, we was in church. We
Yeah.
ain't going nowhere. We wasn't
Pretty
clubbing or nothing.
Right.
But it still was like I had, just felt like I could do certain things, but I had to realize that he is my covering. And I must honor my covering. I'm submitted to him as he is submitted unto the Lord. I always put that in there.
Yeah.
Because a lot of women, they be
Don't
like,
wanna go
I ain't sure
crazy.
nobody gonna control my life. No. If he loves me like Christ loved the church
Right.
and willing to give himself for me.
And love
Ephesians
is
in
what
the
love
5th chapter.
does. Love is what
Right.
love does,
Love
not
is
just
what
what it
love does.
says. It is what it does. And I'm very clear on that. It's what I do. It's how we do for each other. It's the doing,
And sometimes it's not like you said, it's not always counting who did how much and
Right.
And if you did
Absolutely
it
right.
3 times, you only did it 1 time. No, we
We did that in the beginning of our marriage.
we don't
Right.
count
That
no
didn't
more.
work.
It doesn't work.
That never
Yeah.
Because then it's not coming from the heart. It's not coming
Yeah.
from a
Right.
place.
Right.
Yeah.
It's coming out. You calculating everything that's happening in a relationship.
It's almost like, and this is good. This is going to be a scary word. We never talked about this, but it's almost like you're manipulating things.
Wow.
And we tried. I know we tried hard not to become manipulative. We
Right.
wanted to become loving and caring.
Mhm.
So that,
And
I never
then
said that
we
before.
ended up working together.
Wow,
I worked
never
in
said that
corporate I worked at PSC&G for about 20 years. They was downsizing. So now we ended up working together. So we're doing a lot of stuff together,
Yeah.
life
Right.
together.
Yeah.
And so knowing that we wear different hats, but if I'm in an executive board meeting, he make a decision. I may not agree with it, but believe you me, ain't nobody else gonna know. Because
Right.
I am his number 1 cheerleader. Now I'm gonna take care when we
Say,
get in the car.
say that again.
I'm
Right.
your number 1 cheerleader. But when
That's
we get in the car, boom. Why you say that? I didn't know to say that, But
Right.
I'm not,
And I had to explain it.
yeah, but I will always honor him.
Yeah.
And not just amongst other people in our household. My
Right.
children saw the honor from my husband.
And to be honest with you, it's 45 years now. So,
In a row.
So in a row, consecutively.
In a
So
row.
down through the years, I figured that out. You figure out what you should say, how you should say it.
Tone is everything.
Tone is everything to her.
Oh, God.
Right. So I could not ignore that. Brothers, men of God. Hey, listen, when you learn the lesson, learn the lesson. Learn the lesson, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And don't think you're a punk. Don't think you are handpicked or whatever. Learn the lesson, because that's the thing that will cause the relationship to grow. You never graduate, you never grow unless you learn the lessons that is in the class that's being taught. And then you go to the next class, you go to the next level. And thanks be unto God, for Mary and I, we've grown, and we've gone from one dimension to the next dimension, and you can't be afraid of that. You just have to welcome it and enjoy it.
Yeah.
It's a
Right.
journey.
It's
not
a journey.
It's not a quick fix. It's a journey.
And
And
as I said, people see your glory, but there's, definitely the story that goes with it. People see how you live in, and they think, okay, all right. So my husband said, we gotta go. So I see y'all later.
God.
Okay?
This
I'm
has
so sorry,
been
guys.
so
Yo,
good.
no.
It's all
Seriously.
good.
Thank
What
y'all
about
so much.
Thursday?
You have to come back.
We promise we
Please.
will.
I'm gonna let y'all know a date, but I know y'all want to see them for a whole hour.
Absolutely.
We'll be
Listen,
here.
I'm gonna have my people call your people.
Listen, hey, Mr. Root, I know you the boss, but I think we might have to do this, even if it has to be another day other than Thursday, because of their church service.
Yes.
We might have to move.
Yeah, I'll move today.
We can do that.
Perfect.
Whatever.
We'd be honored.
Hassan.
Yes.
Erica just got a sign up telling us we got to end it.
Okay. All right. What's this?
Appreciate y'all for coming on. Look forward to seeing y'all again. We love y'all. Thanks for blessing us.
Love you. Love you, son. Thank you, gorgeous.
Thank y'all.
Love y'all.
Love you too, sir.
Love y'all back. All right.
Wow.
We say happy Valentine's Day.
Yeah, they were saying happy Valentine's Day. That was really good, guys. I had a bunch of questions.
Me too, but they answered all of them.
And I was paying attention, and I like I really love how she looked at him. That was really good. It was genuine. I like how she said, he is the head of household and she submits to him, but no woman is going to submit to a man who she doesn't think can be a good leader. I love that. That's right.
Yeah.
Also, what they say, he who findeth a wife findeth a good thing. Tashaki, are you listening to that? You better be listening. I'm telling you, because I'm gonna go in there and look at him just like that.
Man, oh man, that was some good stuff.
I don't know. Thankfully, this is recorded.
Absolutely.
We can go back.
You can go back
and watch this because there was so much that they said in the 33 minutes or whatever.
Yeah.
And what I love about it is there were so many subtopics that they could have gone into, but time just did not permit.
Right.
Like I would love to go, to have a couples retreat with them.
And
literally just go sit at their feet and just write. Have my phone recorder out. Like that's how awesome that was, man. Oh my God. It was amazing. Absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, they definitely, Miss Napper Williams said the Nuggets was real. Yeah, they definitely was dropping them. And I think it was just flowing. Like she said, it wasn't like we asked the questions, but it was just coming to their heads. And they are relationship goals. Like they are the epitome of a relationship. They started young. They have a friendship. They dated. They had children. They went on. And I wanted to ask them what's in store for the next season of their relationship. Like they ain't going nowhere. So I'm glad that we invited them back.
This is something that I think we need to do. This is the second time I'm doing this, but hey, we need to have a Root Access Live. It needs to be sponsored by the show.
Summit.
Yes.
Okay. I like that.
Sponsored by the show, and Bishop and Pastor Mary have got to come back and be a part of that summit. We have to do it once this COVID thing lifts.
Yeah,
whatever we gotta do.
I think we can pull that. I think we can pull that off, guys.
I think we could.
I don't see that being a problem at all. I know a lot of people who are married and unmarried, just as myself, and we all still need work, and I would love to come to a retreat.
We need to.
That's what I'm saying. I think we can put that together. We can put that together easy.
The people want this. Like people are saying, please.
And you know what else I love about all couples? I love when they put God first. I love that. And they say it and they display it. That just melts my heart. But that whole 33 minutes, I was just smiling the whole time. Did y'all see me say?
Yeah, I saw you, Cole. And the fact that
my little sister's on. Shout out to my little sister. She is a member of the Abundant Life.
Oh, she's a member.
Okay, she's a member.
That's what's up.
Nice. Okay.
No, man, this is great. And the fact that they've been together so long and that they were each other's first, that's dope.
Dope, bro.
I don't think I've ever seen that before. Nah. You know what? My maternal,
very rare.
My father's mother was like that but then my grandfather passed away, and then she did get a friend. Old folks don't say boyfriend.
They say my friend.
Yeah, that's my friend. But he's been around for 30-something years. So.
And then your friend be like, "That's Uncle Melvin."
Right. But they displayed a very healthy relationship. One I look forward to in the future, and I'm still smiling out.
Coco, you know what would be super dope?
What's that?
The comment that I just put up there about the shears. Can you imagine if we had the Searights and the shears?
Oh man,
that would be great.
What?
Write that
down. But the thing is, today it's not over. We got another amazing couple coming on in a few minutes.
Okay.
All right. But you know what? Since we in a loving mood and it is Valentine's Day, I want to know what y'all feel about this. Do y'all think Valentine's Day is just for the women, or is it for men and women?
No, it's for. I think it's for both. It should be for both. Well, for me, it's definitely for me because that's my anniversary. So it's for both of us. Yeah.
Okay, how many years y'all got in? How many years will y'all be
Someday
celebrating?
will be 18 years. Like I really feel like a whole grown man right now.
Happy anniversary to you all, both of you, and Kim. That's dope. But okay, I'm glad somebody. Okay, Tammy said both too. No men and women. Good. I'm glad people are saying that because I've been hearing. I've been listening to other podcasts, listening to other people, talking to folks in the office, and a lot of the women are like, "Oh, that's just for me. I want this, that, and the third." I'm like, but don't you value him? Aren't you a fan of his? Don't he like nice things? Wouldn't you like to surprise him as well? And I mean, it doesn't have to just be monetary, and definitely don't think that it's just like most men think they want just like sex. It's not even about that. It's just like showing appreciation. Like you love somebody. I mean, you love them every day, all year round. But this particular day is just like love, love, love. You know what I mean? I think gifts should be reciprocated.
Mm-hmm.
I just think that. And then there are families, if you say, oh, it's just for the women, what about the people who have boys? What about the men have a boyfriend? What about the parents who have, what about the couples who are man, and woman? So, who gets the gift? Everybody should get a gift.
Oh, yeah. Well, I guess you're right.
I was just thinking about it. What my thoughts on what I've been thinking. That's all.
This show just took a turn.
Turn it back.
No, but I guess I respect it.
Bruce, that's a nice hat, bro. I wasn't gonna let the show go by without talking about that hat.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, Pastor Searights,
we're in a festive mood.
You're from New York or something, bro.
Oh, you already know. You already know, bro.
I think you just wanted to see him do that, Jinx.
He did.
I want to borrow it, so every time he does it,
you can borrow it anytime, bro.
So you feel like it's okay to do that when he do it?
Yeah, because I'm not in order for me to do that, I need somebody from there to allow me
to validate.
I can't just rep a place I'm not from. Like that don't work. So whatever route does that, I do it. I see Brooklyn, baby. I'm not from Brooklyn. I'm not from I know it's called the BK. I know that much.
I think no, it's not it's just BK.
See that?
It's the Bronx or the BX.
Nah, but your wife just said Brooklyn, baby.
Yeah, she's from Brooklyn.
She's from Brooklyn.
You don't say the BK. You say the Bronx. We're the only borough where you can put the in front of it.
Okay.
Everything else we're special. That's why we're the best borough.
BK all day.
BK all day.
There's a lot of BK haters in here, whatever. But it's my show, so I can say what I want.
You know what? I'm
full rank like that. Shout out to Black History Month.
You said it though earlier. Root, I know you are the boss, so you done gave it to him already. He can do that all day.
What'd I say?
Well, I said.
No, he said.
Somebody said the Jinx. Really?
Right. My BX brother, Russ Williams. That's Aresta Reese Napa Williams' husband. That's my BX brother. He's from the Bronx too. We holds it down.
The Bronx is
Put your BX up, Russ. Look, all the Brooklyn people. Your wife is Brooklyn. We know y'all. Brooklyn's always in the house.
Brooklyn though.
Brooklyn's always in the house.
I gotta rep Brooklyn. I can't rep BX no more, but they don't got no sign, so I don't know how to do no BK sign language. Maybe
you look like your hand broke. Don't do that. You're like you just broke everything.
No, let me say this though. Shout out to Black History Month.
Absolutely,
Black History Month.
I think that while we're transitioning and waiting for the other beautiful couple to come on,
which they should be here by now, but you know what, Mom, I'm not gonna
it's all good. What's up? Let's go. Yeah, let's go.
Oh, we don't need a sign. That's how they feel. They don't need a sign.
Oh, here we go.
But I'll let you handle that.
You can't make a B or a K. So
that's what I say. You gotta be.
Now when you go
with this, is it sign language something? Is it sign language? I don't know.
You just be offensive.
Anyway, I think that Black History Month. Our guest just came on, so let's get this point out of the way. I think that Black History Month gets overshadowed a lot And I think that it's important that we bring as much awareness to it
Absolutely.
as we possibly can. For some people, it's not about Black History Month; it's about Black History period. But I just wanted to make sure that we got that in there tonight, because I wanted to honor Black History Month and all of our forefathers and foremothers who have gone before us.
Absolutely.
Way,
yes.
For us to be able to do things like this. And I'm just excited to be here with y'all and look at where we've come. We've got a long way to go. But as the old church mothers would say, look where he brought us from.
Look where he brought us from.
With that being said, we have been graced the presence of Dwayne and Valerie Gott.
The Gotts are in the building. I have to do my introduction.
Your intro.
Please. These are really like my second parents. I have had a front seat to their love. I've been traveling with these people before I was married. Everybody knows we go on vacation every year with the same crew of people, and they literally watched me grow up. They watched us get married, have kids, businesses, all of that stuff. And I learned so much about marriage and about love and about relationship from watching them. This is real talk. So welcome to Root Access Live, Dwayne and Valerie Gott.
Welcome. Thank you for gracing us this evening. Know you probably was busy.
How y'all doing?
We're doing well.
Oh, they on mute. Y'all on mute.
Can't hear y'all.
She's chewing him up right now. She's like, Dwayne, what happened? Dwayne, what's going on? Why are we on mute? Dwayne, what's happening?
We can't hear y'all.
Yeah. Nisha, what's happening? Look at
Is Ty
It would be my family to come on here and embarrass me. Can we go to commercial? Go to commercial.
Look, if you can hear me, I'm gonna take you off I'm gonna take you down, and I'm gonna bring you back on.
My wife is downstairs so weak right now.
She is.
Ty said, I said, let me come to the house. She was gonna get.
That's her parents. That's her parents.
I said, let me come to the house.
I can't deal.
It's all good.
Go to commercial. Go to the Tide commercial.
After this, we go see what they love like after this one.
Look, we're gonna take a 30-second interval. We're gonna try to get them back on. Give us 30 seconds. Don't leave us.
Mamma mia.
Don't leave us.
It's all good. Things happen. That's what happens when you have live shows. Things happen. We still love them unconditionally. We gonna laugh though, because it's funny.
Oh Lord.
They knew they was coming. Ty said,
why didn't you go to the house?
Ty said, she said, I'm sorry. She apologized.
This happened to us way back in like April with Rodney Jerkins.
It's all right.
Are y'all on Google Chrome? Did y'all use Google Chrome? Yeah, I did.
Somebody's there.
Are you
talking to somebody over there?
Are you guys on an Android?
They're on a Mac.
They're on a Mac. Oh boy.
All right, so let's take them. I'm gonna take them off.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
Let's do this. I'm gonna take them off the screen.
Mm-hmm.
And then if y'all can do this favor, exit completely out and then come back in.
Who? Them or us?
Them. Okay. Well, while they doing that,
exit completely out and come back in.
All right.
Yeah. So perfect. Okay, good.
All right. So let me ask y'all some questions. And since we sitting here talking, do y'all feel like you guys are friends enough to your wives, or that you guys are attentive enough to your wives? Do you feel like you tell them you love them enough, or is there enough love is there enough that you can say?
What's the last part?
Is there enough times that you can say you love somebody, or like, is it too much? Like, how are y'all feeling about after seeing the Searights? How y'all feeling right now? I don't want y'all comparing y'all relationships, but after seeing what y'all saw and the display and the affection and what they exude, how are y'all feeling?
Well, for me, so I feel good. Like Kim and I are the best of friends. We're best friends. I can't see myself without her at all.
Aww.
I can't. I believe she's my soulmate. However, after seeing them, we both could, stand to do some more work.
Right.
Like that's like they are just like they exude patience, and you know that's kind of what I lack. They exude patience. It's total understanding. Like they're just in sync, and then they're in ministry together. So it's like everything, man.
Right.
But again, that comes with they got years in this. They got almost 50 years.
Yeah, but you got 18. I don't want you comparing, but I just wanted you from the outlook and what you saw, just how you were feeling.
I told Tahira a couple weeks ago I could never be better without her. And it's the reality of life. Like you go through your ups, you go through your downs, but when you get to the point where you realize that this person is somebody who literally makes you better, it causes you to look at life differently. The reality is after seeing the Searights, it's like we've got so much potential as to where we can
go. Man.
It's like and when you look at where we are in society, you look at it and you say, wow, this really is possible.
Right.
Like, you literally can do something phenomenal with somebody if you just literally like bunker in, like sink in.
Yeah.
And that's amazing, man. So to answer your question, Cole, I mean, we've got so much of an area of improvement, but it just gives you the hope to realize that, this can really be done.
Yeah. And the thing is, they we have something to look at. And the devil and the media will make you believe that it's not enough, black couples, that stay together. And we see a lot of, guys cheating on their wives and being misogynistic and all of that type of stuff, but they're a clear-cut example, and they're not corny. They got swag, they fly, they're black, they're strong, they're in ministry, they love God, but they like to have fun. Like they're the full package. So when when we can see stuff like that and get a front seat to their love and to their relationship, that's great. That's why we got to have them back on.
We have to. We have to. It's like I said, it's something that you definitely. I mean, I think every couple on here, even the singles on here, when they look at the Searights, they're like, "That's what I want."
Yeah.
I may not be able to verbalize what I want, but when I see it, I'll know it. And I think everybody looked at the Searights and said, "That's it right there."
It takes work, though. You got to work at it.
But that's the key right there. It doesn't work without taking work. Absolutely. And I think a lot of times what happens in relationships is we get to the point where like we operate in something that my wife and I talk about all the time. It's the spirit of offense, right?
Yes.
So easily offended.
Yes.
So what happens is it drives wedges between us. And one of the things that I recognize is the only wall that should ever be built in a relationship is the couple's wall that's built around themselves for outside noise. No wall should ever be built in between the couples. And one of the things that I love this, and it's like build the wall around your marriage, but build a window between you and your spouse so that you can look at your spouse through the eyes of grace and mercy. Not that you can't see if there's a wall there.
I like that.
You can't see them.
That's good, Jinx.
But if you build the wall around your relationship, no outside noise, no outside infiltration, and then you now build a window in between, you can always see into one another, and that's where true intimacy comes from. But here we got. Let's see if we got.
Stay tuned for the couples retreat, y'all.
Got to Wayne.
We get it tonight.
Let's see if we can get them back here.
Hey, can you hear us now? Yo, you know that was the devil, right? He's in charge of the airwaves. He slipped into the computer. We rebuked him.
We did the whole thing. We did the whole. No, we did the whole thing.
Now somebody's echoing.
Now we
echoing. Oh my God.
No, you know what?
Let it echo.
Let it echo.
Or somebody bring it right now.
If you have do you have it?
Say what?
Perfect.
Here we go.
That's better.
They sound good, but we're echoing.
I wonder. Do you have another device on? Does
Say what?
Anyone have a device on?
turn your mic down.
We did.
Yeah, we turned our mic down. Let me see something here. This
Our
thing.
executive producer, Ty got what?
You hear her, right?
Helping them out. Thank you, executive producer.
Here we go. We're gonna take
Send
the
your
echo.
invoice to them.
All right.
Back to camp. Okay.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go.
I think we're good.
We're good.
Oh, thank you. We got it. We got it.
Thank you.
Welcome to Root Access Live to the GOTS. First and foremost, let me tell y'all. So the Searights have been married 45 years. The GOTS just made 40 years of marriage.
Wow.
Ooh, congratulations.
They got 40 years.
We want to give a big shout out to the Searights. We really
Love
enjoyed
them.
them.
Love them.
Yeah, we already know y'all love them.
We
Love
enjoyed
them. Love them.
Beautiful.
So I'm gonna ask you guys the same question. 40 years. And
40 years.
that is a very long time, right? And we're in a time now where people don't value marriages, as much as they used to.
Right.
What is the secret to being married 40 years?
Well, first of all, it's not a very long time. Let me just make that perfectly clear.
You don't think 40 years?
It sounds long.
It sounds
than
long,
what it is.
but
like
it's not really a long time.
when
It
we
just sounds
reached 40, we was like, wow. Like
Okay.
Where did the time go? Because it seemed like it just flew. But anyway, to God be the glory. But I give her, a lot of what I'm looking for here.
The credit?
Her. I give her the credit. It's her. It's not me. I'm just following her lead.
No. Like Hassan said, he has a front row seat with us. What you see is what you get. We dated for 3, been married for 40, and I love him now more than I thought I loved him then. When you're young, because we got married, we were 20.
Yeah, 20 years old.
Okay.
And so, it's that, I love, but it's a different type of love. It's a different journey of love. It's so many stages. If you was to ask me, would I do it again? Absolutely.
Wow.
Absolutely.
I mean, there's a lot of things, we had to learn, throughout the years, and, communication, not pushing the buttons, like crossing the boundaries. So, I mean, it was things that we talked about and we discussed before we even, said I do.
Right.
Things that we wouldn't do to each other, things that we wouldn't do to cause each other to get upset, and things that we didn't like and things that we did like. So we had a whole list before we even said I do. Wow. So, once we got involved with and we said I do, it didn't kick in for me, to be honest with you, until, I got saved. It's been like 30 years now, since I've been saved. Because I was in the world and, she was always in church. So she always had my back, and I didn't even know it. She was praying for me, and I didn't even know it.
That's awesome.
What our wives do. They pray for us, and we don't even know.
Yeah, that's why I give her a lot of credit. And, she's always held it down. She always, would have my back. She always take care of me. There's nothing I need. There's nothing I ever want. If I'm sick, she's there. And she says when she gets sick, I don't take care of her.
Uh-oh.
Well, that's usually the case. Like when I'm sick, I'm a baby, and my wife definitely takes care of me.
And
but the other way, not so much. You'll be like, "Hey, you need an aspirin?"
Listen, I know that's right because last week, man, my wife, she was cooking, and she forgot that we have an electric stove, so she forgot the stove was on, and so she wiped the stove. She was trying to wipe the stove, and she ended up burning her hand, right?
Oh.
And so last week after the show, my son comes downstairs. He's like, "Daddy, something's really wrong with Mom's hand." So I don't know if y'all remember, we were in the after show meeting. I'm like, "Yo, I gotta go." So I run upstairs, and I'm looking around like,
what to do?
Hey, let's just go to the hospital. She's like, "No, I don't want to go." I'm like, well, did you put the ice on it? Yeah. And the crazy thing is, I'm talking to her, and I'm just trying to make sure she's okay. But she took me talking to her in an aggressive tone. She's like, "Babe, stop talking to me like that." I'm like, "I'm sorry. I don't even know." So I'm just going to go to the store and get everything about burns that I can. So I come back with like 3 different things. And I'm like, "Here, they said this spray's going to work. They said this cream's going to work." So I'm spraying, creaming. Is it getting better? I don't know what to do.
We have no clue. The women, they have those instincts, and they have the patience for that kind of stuff.
Well, it's just the nurturing part of us. We're nurturers by nature. So, I always tease him because, when I'm sick, I'm still doing. I'm still the wife. I'm still cooking. I'm still cleaning. I'm still washing clothes. When he's sick, he's down for the count. It's like I can't do anything. I'm
But I'm there, so I'm her medicine.
Yes.
Oh, I like that.
That's a man.
I'm Dr. Love.
So they say the first 5 years of marriage are like the most difficult.
Oh yes.
Do you guys remember like your first 5 years of marriage, and is that kind of true?
Oh yes, because there's been times. Well, they call me the mean guy. That's
no,
just because I'm reserved.
Hassan, you already know. Don't act.
So we had to learn. Well, she taught me. She said, it's not what you say, it's how you say it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Just because you got over it and I didn't, it's not fair to me to say get over it.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I had to learn that, and I had to respect that. And it, after a while, it set in, and I was like, wow, you know something? I'm gonna consider that and be more careful of that, be mindful of that. So that was something that helped me, speak to her in a better way.
I think the 5 years is just getting to mesh. You're meshing because, I lived at home until I got married. He lived at home until he got married. So when you get together, it's that the dating, you're not dating anymore. I mean, you're still always dating, but now you're putting two lives together, two different personalities, two different like habits. I'm a complete neat freak. Like I like things.
No.
Tell me about it.
Hush, Hassan. I like things bump, bump, bump. So if it's not, I'm like off kilter. Like, are y'all kidding me? I mean, Hassan can tell you if you move a glass and you didn't put it back, I'm
in the
having
same spot.
Yeah, he be in my house like moving. I'm like, this is my house. You don't have to do that.
What?
You be in my house moving stuff like, oh, why is that there? This is my house.
But again, we sat down before we said I do, and we made a list of things. So we was pretty much, involved in what we was going to do and how we was going to treat each other before we said I do. So that helped also.
I always say Dwayne is more mature than I am when it came to marriage. He sat down. He was like, let's sit down. Let's put our boundaries. Like, one of our boundaries would never curse. I'm not a cursor anyway, but we would never curse each other. There was just certain things that we just never crossed. And thank God, 40 years, we never crossed certain boundaries. My best friend, my confidant, if you come for him, you come for me. And that's just how I am. And the same with him. I heard Bishop Searights say, I don't drive. So, I'm putting that out there. Everybody already know. They tease me. I don't drive. And for 40 years, my husband takes me everywhere. Never said to me, get your license. Never.
Sure. Well, I don't got that.
I already know I didn't want to bring you in. Now that you told the world. But he never said to me, get your license. I know how to drive. Well, probably not anymore. No, I do.
Whoa. This is a Root Access Live exclusive. Wait, you can't just jump over that. You know how to drive?
Yes, I learned how to drive. I learned how to drive when Nisha learned how to drive. I learned how to drive with my cousins. I don't like
Nisha, we have to have a
call. All right, but are you still in the city?
No, I live in Jersey.
You live in Jersey now? Okay.
So wherever I have to go, he always taking me. Now, if he would have said to me, get your license, I would have. Because I am an independent woman. Now,
yes,
not get that twisted. but that when Bishop said that, and it's like I'm her protector, I've always felt like that. I've always felt like, he'll go with me anywhere. I'd be like, he'll call me and go, "Hun, we got to make any stops tonight on the way home?" And I'll be like, no, or then sometimes, and I don't take advantage of him. That's one thing. I don't take advantage. I don't go places where I don't really have to go. I just want to go. There's certain things I just won't do, and I won't let someone else take advantage. They'll be like, oh, you think, I don't drive. My husband drives.
And sometimes I have to remind her to make a list of where we're going, because if it's not on that list, my mindset is not there.
That's right.
And that can be annoying. So I'm like, that's not on our list. Then she goes, because she's spoiled rotten. That's another thing too.
Spoiled. Hassan, put those fingers down.
That's another thing too.
Don't get in trouble.
They say I'm spoiled. I am spoiled, and I thank God for him. I really do. I thank God for his wisdom.
You have to admit it. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Go ahead.
What?
No, you just admitted to being spoiled, and I told your daughter she needs to follow suit and just admit it.
Well, somebody told me.
Well, you're not going to be in the fourth conversation.
But somebody,
I'm sorry.
Wait, somebody said you was too, but we'll talk about that.
I accepted it.
But anyway.
Oh, you did?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, good.
I'm getting better. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go.
Yeah. And then another thing, that's important, is the marriage vows. You have to kind of like, that has to kick in. Because when you're standing up there and the preacher's saying, okay, for better, for worse, for rich or poor, you're going, come on, preacher, come on, because we got to get to the honeymoon. So you like rushing them and you're going, yeah, I do. But when you have to live it out and
they get tested.
They will get tested.
Yeah, it will get tested.
It will get tested. That for better, for worse, for sick,
for richer, for poor, and sickness and
health,
and to death do you part.
That's
that
the
part.
That part right there.
Till death do. And I'm a stickler. I keep saying I'm going to write a little quick pamphlet on the vows because I really, when we're standing up at the altar, everything is in our mind, but what we're saying I do to.
Right.
And everything you say you do to, the devil will definitely test them.
Yes.
Absolutely. He will test them. Whether even if it's sick, I always say, like, God forbid something happened to my husband, just say, and he can't perform. Will that make me go out on him? No, because in sickness and in health.
Sure did.
For better or for worse. So when your marriage gets tested, do you run because you're in your worst stages?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or do you stand and fight the devil?
That's right.
So those things I really don't think, and me and my husband always talk about it, that people really take that
lightly.
They take those vows very lightly. And we're saying we do in front of God and the cloud of witnesses we invited to our wedding.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah.
So those people watch your life.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. People they look at the wedding, but not the marriage.
And people put so much emphasis. Now, to go back, to be honest, Dwayne and I had the simplest wedding. I mean, we got married in 80. So we had 81. We had the simplest wedding. It was no great hoopla. My grandfather, which was a bishop, married me. But our marriage meant everything to us. Until this day, my marriage means everything to me. Everything. I raised my daughter. As you can see, she thinks she's the parent, calling me, fussing at us. I raised my daughter. Now I'm watching her with her husband and her children. Hassan and Kim are like my children. We can have these type of conversations at any time. If Kim is wrong, I tell Kim. If Nisha's wrong, I tell them. They don't pay me no attention, but I because
you plant the seed.
This is right. I'm planting the seed, and this is what people call me an old school wife because I still fix my husband's food, still serve him. Now that I'm working from home, I make sure his meal is hot when he walk in the door. Something that I really can't do. Hush, Hassan. Something that I really can't do when I'm out in the workforce. But this is the thing I love to do for him because there's nothing he withhold from me. So for me to be able to serve him, I could be eating and he finished. I'd be like, "Hon, you want some more?"
Wow. Yeah, she's just trying to get me fat, but I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
You said something though. You said people have to pay attention to what they're saying in the vows and and they're committing to the vows. I think what happens is that we're so quick to just, and I hope you understand what I'm saying, to commit to the person.
Yes.
But it's more so about committing to the vows because you're not always going to like that person.
Right. You're not.
So I think if I caught what you said, is that what you meant by committing?
Absolutely. Okay. Because that's what we're saying I do to.
Yeah.
We're saying I do. That's a part of your vows.
Right.
For each other. But then when they get tested, like, I'm done, I'm over this, I'm out. But you said I do. And sometimes Dwayne and I marriage counsel, and sometimes in our counseling, I always say, especially if I was a part of the wedding audience, I always say, but I heard you.
Right.
Right.
I heard you. I sat there and you said, I do.
And also you saying I do to the baggage that you bring inside of a marriage, because we all bring it.
Yeah.
None of us are perfect, but you also saying I do to the things that you had recognized before you said I do.
Right.
That annoyed you.
Right.
And you saying I do to that. And then you want to get into the marriage and try to change that person, try to change that thing you said I do to. That's why we have to pray daily for each other, for our spouses, because only God can change the heart and the mind of a person. So you get into a marriage thinking you're going to change a person, that's not going to happen. So you're saying I do to the things that you don't like and the things that you do like. So you just have to bear it.
Absolutely. Now we've been through going through this pandemic for a year now, and we were talking about the test and the vows being tested. Mm-hmm. How has life in the pandemic been for you all?
Oh, for me, I'm just like, look, get tested, don't come visit. It's just her and I. It's just her and I, and my mother comes over periodically, just the mass. But we've been hanging in there and a couple and loving on each other before. So this is like nothing. This is like
okay, good.
No, I think that the pandemic for me was wonderful. Like I get to hang with him on a different level because it's so much hustle and bustle normally. So for us to have downtime and just enjoy each other. And I mean, we always enjoy each other, but like I said, it's different. Like we don't have to squeeze in time. We don't have to squeeze in a date. We're empty nesters. It's just us, unless Nisha and Kim and Hassan all didn't want to crash our privacy.
And after 40 years, I can't wait to get home. And sometimes she say, "Can you stop and get this? Can you stop and get that?" I'm like, I want to come straight home because I can't wait to see her.
Oh, okay. So he said
all the time. Like, I can't wait. Sometimes he'll leave work early, and I'm in the house, and I'll be like, "Who's that?" And I'll be like, "He was like, yeah, I just want to come home and hang with you."
Yeah,
that means everything to me. That means everything to me. And like I said, what you see is what you get. This is us. We laugh, we joke, we cry, we pray.
So the pandemic is just a plus.
Okay, right. So this season,
unfortunately, it happened. And a lot of people, unfortunately, we don't want to go there right now, but it helped us a lot, and it's helping us.
Well, that's what I was saying. A lot of people were saying during the pandemic, they got tired of their spouse or their boyfriend, and it kind of drew them away. But I'm glad that this season is still the same for you all. It's just another day of friendship, another day of marriage for you all.
Yes, it's great. It's great. Like my husband was trying to say, the pandemic wasn't good for a lot of people, but for our situation and for us, like I was like, oh my God, I'm loving this. Like I'm loving just being home cooking for him. Like those things that I didn't get to do because we would hustle and bustle. But now that I'm home and cook and making different things, because I call him my guinea pig, making different recipes because you get tired of eating the same thing. But that's everything for us.
And it's all good too. It's all delicious.
No, thank you, babe.
This is great. All right, so we play. You guys watch the show, and y'all know we play a game with our guests called Talk It, Sing It. So being that it's the Valentine's Day edition, we got some some love songs that I'm gonna say the lyrics to, and you got to guess the lyrics, the artist and the song.
The artist and the song. Can I just finish singing the song?
You can.
You can. All right. Measure for measure, your love so much pleasure.
Oh, measure for measure.
Okay.
Who is it, baby?
What's the name of the song and the artist?
Measure me.
Mm-hmm. You know how to love me.
Okay.
All right, that's who sang it.
Phyllis Hyman.
Who?
That's my favorite. Yes.
Oh, that's your favorite?
Yes, it is.
It can't be. You didn't know it was her.
Yeah. Okay. Next.
An angel whispered to me when I woke up this morning that I will find heaven by my side. And there were you, an angel, heaven in the morning, playing in my arms and in my life.
Oh, that's beautiful, Hassan.
And I reached this decision. I love you, my religion.
No,
that is in my soul and in my heart.
That's not an error.
Yes, it is. No one could ever change my mind. Oh no, because I got you here right by my side. You are my love. You are my heaven. You are my love. Make me sing la-di-da.
Well,
you are my love.
Who it is?
Bro.
That's not my era.
I can't even help y'all out.
You are my heaven. Roberta Flack and Donny Hathaway. Pop, I'm really surprised at you.
You on my heaven?
Yes, I'm really surprised at you.
Got everybody on that one.
Right. Nobody else knew that, but
we
you
all are
Hassan.
surprised.
Okay.
Next.
Now, if y'all don't get this one, kick them out. Yes,
please don't kick us out.
You're my morning star, shining brightly beside me. And if we keep this love, we will last through all eternity.
Natalie Cole.
Mm-hmm.
Natalie Cole.
What song?
Natalie Cole.
You can't sing it?
Wait, I know it, but wait, I know it's Natalie Cole.
Just the way we are, I love it. Love it. It's just the way it should be. Because our love will stand tall as the tree.
And our love.
Will stand tall as the tree.
All right, can we get some Barry White up in there? When we love is just like candy.
No. I got another one.
Okay.
There's a spark of magic in your eyes.
There's a spark. Thank you, Hassan. Magic in your eyes. Candyland of music. That's it. Stylistics.
Yeah, stylistic.
No. Yes.
Yeah.
What's the song? What's the song?
We just sang it.
No.
Is it Blue?
What's the name of it?
Only time. Let me get the hook. Bet you by golly why.
Thank you.
Yo, let's do this because I noticed something that I do that too, and a lot of people do that. What is it about us that when we're singing the songs of the lyrics of a song, we're trying to get to the title of it? Why do we all look up and sing?
like you gonna drop down?
They gonna drop down.
Which comes
like,
Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus.
All right, I got one more.
And it better be something I know.
Hey, this is good.
I see the crystal raindrops fall and the beauty of it all.
I see the crystal raindrops fall from the beauty of it all. You make a wizard, you know it.
To make those rainbows in my mind when I think of you sometime.
Come on,
and I want to spend some time with you. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us.
You and I. Yeah, that's one of my favorite songs I like to put on Facebook when her and I just cooking out on the deck, and I got my little grill. It's like a tabletop one.
Look outside.
That was good, Pop.
That's my favorite song I put up.
Who sings it though? I don't know who.
That was
Bill.
BC said it. Bill Withers.
Oh, Bill Withers. Okay.
You got it.
Yeah.
Well, this was great. Great.
We enjoyed you guys.
We had two amazing couples. Equals 85 years of marriage, guys.
Wow.
That is beautiful. Especially in our community. Happy Black thriving couples. This is what it's about.
Relationships.
And the thing is, we really do need to do. I'm telling you, this
listen.
We need to do it.
Will y'all listen? Would y'all grace us with your presence if we really put together this couple symposium and this couples retreat?
Is needed.
Will y'all come and present for us?
We would love to.
Come on.
Love to.
Solidified.
Because we hate that Black marriages get a bad rap. And it's not true.
Yes.
Marriage is doable, is honorable, and we could do this. Everybody could do this.
She was like, "What you gonna give me for Valentine's?" I said, "Every day you're my Valentine's."
I know that's right. That's right.
That money.
Say it.
Yeah, I got you, me.
I got you.
Every day.
I'm gonna put on a bow.
Oh my God. Here I am.
Here I am.
Nah, y'all know I love y'all, and I just love your marriage, and you are a great example, to us. So thank you.
We love y'all. Thank y'all for having us.
Thank you so much. We appreciate y'all coming on.
All right, talk to y'all soon.
All right.
Peace.
Guys, love is in
What a great show, man.
Y'all want me to sing again for y'all?
No, please don't. Please don't.
All right, y'all hating on me. Anyway, happy Valentine's Day to everybody. Hope everybody has a great weekend. Hope they get what they want. If you're a single person, don't worry about it. Your season will come. It's not over yet. It just ain't your time. Don't worry about it. relationships ain't all they cracked up to be, but what we saw tonight was beautiful. I absolutely look forward to it. And like they said, there are going to be some ups and downs, but what you have can be solid and it can be great. You got it, guys? Got any parting words before I take us up out of here?
Listen, I'm just excited.
Nah, man, this was a great show.
A wonderful show.
Great. Well, thank you all for tuning in. It's been another good show. Great noble dialogue, decent vibes, excessive energy. Thanks to the Gots and the Searights for coming to join us. And we'll see you all next week at 7 p.m. for another great show of Root Access Live.
I'm going to see if my wife's going to look at me. I'm going to go downstairs.
You gotta have that look, though. It's got to be that genuine